Spengeman, 7 minutes, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Minister Goodale, we're coming up on the end of the parliamentary term. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you and your senior team on behalf of the people of Mississauga Lakeshore, the riding that I represent, for your work, and through you, the women and men, the members of our civil service who do this incredibly important work in public safety and national security day by day. A couple of days ago, I had an opportunity to meet with a group of amazing grade 7 and 8 students at Olive Grove School, which is an Islamic school in my riding, and it was part of Civics Canada's Rep Day, which is a day to bring elected representatives into the classroom. Great discussion. One of the points that we did discuss was violent crime and specifically gun violence. And I know we have Minister Blair joining us later on. When we straw polled among the students the issues that are of importance, when it came to gun violence and violent crime, almost every hand went up among grade 7s and 8s. And I wanted to ask you, we've got a $2 million commitment towards a program called Protecting Community Gathering Places from Hate-Motivated Crimes, but we also have the Canada Centre for Community Engagement and Prevention of Violence. And what are we doing at the moment with respect to addressing the root causes of violent crime and also making sure that there's a level of security that grade 7 and 8 students have who belong to a faith-based school, that they feel safe when they study in their community, in their centre of learning?
A very important question, Mr. Spingham, and there are several answers to that. Thank you for flagging the good work of the Canada Centre, the Community Outreach Centre within my department. Their whole objective is to coordinate and support activities at the community level across the country. Some run by municipalities, some run by provincial governments, some run by academic organizations, some run by police services that reach out to the community to counter that insidious process of radicalization to violence. Some of their work is purely research. Other is program delivery. Other is assisting groups that provide the countervailing messages to people who are on a negative trajectory toward extremism and violence. The Canada Centre has been up and running now for 2.5 years, and it has done some very important work. The specific program I think you're referring to is a different one. It's the Security Infrastructure Program, which when we started in government 3.5 years ago, was funded at the rate, I believe, of about $1 million a year, and was a good initiative, but fairly limited in its scope. We have quadrupled the funds, so it's now up to $4 million a year. We've expanded the criteria for what this program can in fact support. One of the recent changes, for example, is allowing some of the funding from the Security Infrastructure Program to be used for training in schools or in places of worship or community centers, where that training can actually assist if there were an incident. What do you do? It's sort of like a fire drill in school. How do you react, say, to an active shooter or to an incident of violence? It was found in the case of the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh that training in advance had made a real difference in that situation last fall, where there were people who were present on the scene who knew, because they had been properly trained, exactly how to react to an active shooter situation. And it's the considered opinion of people in that synagogue that training made a material difference in saving lives. So we have adjusted the terms of the Security Infrastructure Program to allow for that to be part of what the program can pay for, in addition to closed circuit television, better doors, barriers and other protective features within the design of a building, the renovation of the building itself, to make it as effective as it can be to keeping people safe.
Thank you. Let me shift gears and take you to the cyber domain.